Hey, welcome to another episode of Guided by Faith. I'm your host, Jay Holland, and I have learned a ton as I've studied to prepare for what I'm sharing with you this week as we look at the 5 core needs that every single person needs in order to thrive. Before we jump into today's content, I do have a favor to ask. Would you take a moment and just rate this show if you listen to it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or give it a thumbs up if you are one of the people that watch it on YouTube. It really, it helps other people find it. It means a lot. Those little reviews go a super long way. I don't understand how podcast algorithms work. I just know that the more people that rate a show that they like, the more Apple and Spotify will share that show with others. So you're technically proficient if you're one of the people listening to the show. And so I just ask and encourage that you do that as a favor for me. Thank you. I've wasted a minute of your time asking that. It won't even take you that long to rate the show. Let me jump into what I have loved studying to bring to you this week. We're looking at 5 core needs that every single person needs in their life in order to thrive. They're 5 questions that we're all asking, and the way that we answer them will determine the shape of our life. So our need of security, we're asking the question, who can I trust? Our need for identity, we're asking, who am I? With our need for belonging, we're asking, who wants me? Who wants me to be around? Today, we're going to talk about purpose. Why am I alive? And then tomorrow, we'll get into competencies. What am I good at? So today, we're asking kind of that bazillion-dollar question, why am I alive? Now, people answer this in all kinds of ways. And one is like, sometimes people just don't know. And I think this can be the case often if you have some kind of deficiency that you really notice, if you have some kind of disability, if you have some kind of hardship. Oftentimes you can look at other people and compared to them, you feel like your life is very, very difficult, or that you don't have near the talent, or that you don't have near the opportunity. So why are you even alive? God, why would God even make you? And we can't truly answer this question until we get to that bottom one, which is security. Who can I trust? Well, if the answer is like, I'm the smart one, so I can trust my brains, who am I? I'm the smart one, and so I'm the one with all the answers. Belonging. Who wants me? People want me around when I'm smart and when I'm clever and when I provide for them. You'll really get into a messed up view of why you're alive. But if with security, who can I trust? I can trust God, which means I trust that God made me, and I trust that God made me for a reason. Identity. Who am I? I'm an image bearer of God. And as a Christian, I'm a beloved child of God and part of God's family. Belonging. Who wants me? Well, Jesus wants me. He wants me so bad that he proved it by dying for me and rising again, by offering an invitation to take all of my sin and to be a part of his family. That's a pretty big want right there. So if I have security in God, identity in God, belonging in God, now I get to why am I alive? Purpose. Well, it turns out there's only one truly thriving, satisfactory answer, and that's when you find your purpose in God. Now, if you don't, why am I alive? Well, I'm alive for pleasure. Many people think that they're alive to just have a good time. Well, you can chase having a good time until you're completely miserable. I'm alive to respond to every stimulus I have and meet those stimuluses. Well, you just find yourself in addiction, whether it's chemical addiction, whether it's phone addiction, whether it's like button addiction. I ask at the beginning of this, if you would review this podcast, if you would rate it. And I hope you do that. It'd be a good favor for me. But I had to realize even in making podcasts, I've been making podcasts for like 8 years. I can get addicted to how many downloads there are. I can get addicted to, well, are there more this week than last week? Am I getting good reviews or not? And it's so warping. I can't imagine people that actually have big followings. I can't imagine people that, on YouTube are getting millions of views. How warping that could be, because it changes what your purpose is. And your purpose can be to chase anonymous likes or loves or views. And that's an addictive and destructive purpose in life. But if I get my security from God, my identity from God, my belonging to God, this purpose question actually becomes really easy. What is my purpose? My purpose is to love God, to enjoy life with God, and to share Jesus with others. Now, the cool thing, let me say that one more time because it's pretty profound. It's your purpose as well. God's purpose for your life is for you to love God, for you to enjoy life with God and with others, and to share Jesus and what you have with others in the world. And the cool thing about that is you can do that being a doctor, being a plumber, being a stay-at-home mom, being a student in middle school, being a student and worker in college, being a retiree, being a widow, being single, being married, all of the above. So God is not limiting the things that you can do with your life. God is providing meaning and purpose behind it. Love him, enjoy him, love the people around you, share Jesus with them, find your value in those things, and don't let your work become your purpose. And I say this as a pastor. It would be very easy to say, my purpose is to be a pastor, and then I can get addicted to pastor things. Well, I want to do the pastor things well, but my purpose is to love God. My purpose is to enjoy life with God, to glorify God, to love people. And I know this because my security's in God, my identity's in God, my belonging is with God. So obviously my purpose comes from him. And I want you to think about your life. What is your purpose in life? Why are you alive? Why did God uniquely make you the way that he did? Why did God give you the strengths that he gave you? Why did God give you the weaknesses that he gave you? Why did God put you in the situation that he put you in? You're the only one like this in the whole world. So he has a unique purpose for you to love and enjoy him and reflect his goodness in a very unique spot, in a very unique way. And I pray as you pursue that and find that out, you would find deep, abiding joy and thriving. And tomorrow we'll talk about competency. What am I good at? How do I get good at things? I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Have a great day as you think about why you are alive.